Hello. I'm wearing headphones. Sorry. So last proper video we talked about the authoritarian libertarian left-right axis, which I've now managed to import, as you can see. I didn't realise how to import images of iMovie last time, but I do now, so you know. What we discussed last time was that the left-right axis is a measure of economic freedom, and the authoritarian libertarian axis is a measure of personal freedom. Now you may be wondering, where do mainstream political parties fit onto this axis? Well, here-ish. So generally around the middle of the authoritarian libertarian scale and towards the right of the economic scale. And this will probably vary depending on which country you're talking about major political parties. For example, in countries like China, or actually North Korea does technically have multiple parties, but the only one in power is the Communist Party anyway, but they generally have one political party in power, which is the main political party, and that's the Communist Party. However, I'm assuming that if you live in those countries, you probably can't access the internet or watch my videos, so, you know, I'm assuming you come from somewhere towards what the so-called West of the world, which probably means you're living in a democratically controlled country with freedom of speech and expression, etc. Now today I'm going to try and do a case study on one of the major, well, only recently major political parties in the UK, and that's UKIP, otherwise known as the United Kingdom Independence Party. So what unsurprisingly, here we can see that UKIP and Conservative Party are very similar on both the authoritarian libertarian and the economic axis, that's left-right. You can also see here other political parties in the United Kingdom, for example the Green Party, Scottish Socialist Party, Labour and the Liberal Democrats. Interestingly, we can see here that political parties traditionally associated with England are further to the economic right, and those associated with Scotland and Wales are further to the economic left, but that's probably a story for another day. Back to the case study then. First of all, let's see what makes UKIP this far up in terms of authoritarianism and rightism in terms of the economy. First of all, in terms of the economy, they are strongly against inheritance tax, which means there are less economic controls on handing on stuff to future generations, and they are for free market capitalism, and they are against protectionism. They also want to cut corporate taxes and to have a flat rate of taxation across all levels of income. As well as this, UKIP promises to reduce government spending in order to reduce the budget deficit that could occur if they reduce taxation. This would lead to more privatisation of industries and hence move their economic position further to the right. Now that's all very well and good, but what happens when it comes to this authoritarian libertarian axis? One of the main reasons it's classified as highly authoritarian is because of its anti-immigration stance. In particular, they want to cut immigration from the European Union as part of their Euroscepticism stance, which means they want to leave the European Union altogether and cut most of the economic ties with it. That Nigel Farage on the LBC radio essentially said that Romanians were racially inferior to the rest of Europe. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and just to say the left-right authoritarian thingy is courtesy of politicalcompass.com. They came up with the original idea, and yeah, it's really useful. If you want to go check it out, I'll leave the link in the description. Bye.